welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today is the last little bit of work we have to get done before winter really hits. This is the last couple of projects I want to get done before we have snow, ice, and things get too cold to do much of anything. Now, normally in years past at this time, I've had everything done. The equipment's put away, everything is taken care of, stuff we need for winter is out and ready to go, but not the case this year. I'm a little behind. So with that being said, today we're going to put some stuff in storage for winter and then take some stuff out of storage for winter. But first and foremost, I gotta go to the gas station, get some diesel stay bill, and then once we have that, we'll head back home and we will get this stuff taken care of, hopefully pretty quickly today before the sun sets at like 4 o'clock. So I'll see you back at the house. Made it back home, no problems. Got the diesel fuel and the diesel fuel stabilizer we needed today. So let's discuss today's projects. We have two big things we got to accomplish today, and they shouldn't be too difficult, but we'll see. First, we got to put some more diesel fuel in the John Deere here and in the BH20D Mini X. But we're also going to add a diesel fuel stabilizer and a diesel fuel anti-gel liquid, both of which help with long-term storage in the cold. We don't want our diesel to gel over the winter. We want it to not go bad in our diesel tanks either. It's not going to be sitting for that long, a couple months, but better safe than sorry. I don't plan on using the mini excavator at all beyond today for the rest of the season until springtime. We got all the projects done we wanted to get to this year with it. Anything else with the Mini X is large projects already planned for next year. So that can be put away and kept tucked away for the entire season, for the winter season. The tractor, on the other hand, probably got most of the use out of it for the year. A couple more things here and there for sure we could definitely use it for, depending on how the weather is, if it's good or gets snowy, early this year like they're saying it will. But the tractor will definitely still see some action. What I really want to do today is get the BH20D in this barn with the tractor and with all these attachments. So let's go over the attachments we have in here and discuss what we want to do with them, what the plans are, and how I want to store them. Okay, so you've seen all these attachments, maybe not the postal digger, but all the attachments in use on the channel so far. We have our Del Marino funny top flail mower and our brush crusher grapple here, mechanical grapple. I want to fit the mini excavator back here with the tractor right around where it is still, with these two implements still in the barn. I like to keep all my implements as best as I can out of the weather. It just prolongs their life and my investment on them. The Del Marino can be stored in a less accessible location because I am done with using that this year. We have mowed all the fields. We've done the clearing we wanted to do. It is done and ready to be put away for the winter. The brush crusher, on the other hand, I have no plans for it, but I still want to keep it accessible in case something happens in the wintertime where there is a heavy snowstorm, a lot of wind, trees, branches come down, and we need to remove those off the driveway. The brush crusher is still going to be a important tool to use, and I want to keep that accessible. A postal digger, I do have one project for that postal digger in a week or two, so keeping that somewhat accessible is important to me. Doesn't take up a lot of room, so I'm not super concerned about that. But my main goal is to keep all this equipment in the barn, out of the weather, with the tractor in the mini excavator. That's the plan. Now, to get the mini excavator in here, we're going to need to take the canopy off. I am fairly certain on that. It's only an 8-foot door here, and I believe that's a little over 8 feet to the top of the poly canopy. We'll try taking the canopy off, and if that doesn't work, we'll have to take off the actual structure. Not a big deal, just a little bit of time to do that, but it will get us in here and get these units safe for the winter. So let's get everything out of here, cleaned out, get the Mini X up here, and start putting this all together. Let's see how it goes. emptied out. As you see behind me, we got the entire barn emptied out of the tractor and all implements. I'll walk you over here quickly and show you all of our implements we have for the John Deere. Obviously our 325E, its standard bucket, our brush crusher grapple, our county line postal digger with a 6-inch auger bit, and then our Del Marino 62-inch funny top manual offset flail mower, and of course the BH20D, the reason we're doing all this for that excavator. So what we're going to do now is just clean the inside, sweep it out, get all the stuff out from the inside, clean it out very nicely, and then we're going to bring the excavator in here and see best where it will fit in here, where the implements will fit. I'll grab measuring tape and kind of play a game of Tetris to get this to fit. So let's see how we can do. Alright, all swept out, cleaned out. It looks so much better in here. It's been about 2 years since I got the barn, and in those 2 years I've really never done a thorough deep cleaning like this, where everything comes out, totally sweep it clean, and bring stuff back in. So it looks a lot better. Now we're going to bring the BH20D in here. Quick bit of measurements. This is a 7-foot door. I know I said 8, my apologies, or 9. This is a 7-foot opening. It's actually about 82 inches with measuring tape to the edge of the gasket. I measured the BH20D from the bottom of the tracks to the top bar where that poly roof sits, about 82.5 inches. So I'm hopefully I can make that half an inch up and squeeze it underneath here before I gotta take the whole ROPS off. But we'll start with the poly top, tape the poly top off, see if it fits. If not, the whole ROPS comes off, but we'll see what we can do. Let's give it a try. So we're going to try it this way, see if it works. I'm not too hopeful it's going to work, but maybe wrong. Let's see. Let me show you quickly what we're working with here. This is not going to fit past this light. I can see the bulb out, but it's not going to fit past the light to fit underneath there. Kind of see this way too. Yeah, it's just not going to fit. The whole ROPS has got to come off. Which, I mean, I'm anticipated, but not the outcome I want. All 8 out in the front and all 4 out in the back. Not too difficult, just had to break them. All organized there. So now we will take off the ROPS and see how it goes. Like this, I think, makes the most sense to me. Right? Yeah, there it is. Haha. Look at that. Not too bad. There we go. Now that will definitely fit in here without a problem. Not super heavy, just awkward. All right, let's pull it in. measured in the barn. Not too bad. That ROPS was not that difficult to take off. It was actually pretty simple. So where in the barn do I want to put this? I'm going to spin it around so it faces out, faces towards you guys. I want to tuck it over here, I think. I'm not really sure. I'm just going to kind of play around with spacing, see what works, see what doesn't, just kind of figure out. But I'm going to start over there in that corner and then move it around from there. But let's see what we got. So, not bad, not hating it. Looking at the ground, the tractor comes somewhere back here is where the tractor stops, so I should have plenty of room over there. Fitting the flail mower over here, let's measure that now. Let's get a measurement on that flail mower and see if this is good enough. I can side swing the boom over a little bit and tuck this more against the wall, which would be helpful. And the post hole digger can go over there. That's fine. So let's take some measurements. Okay, so the flail mower outside is, we'll say, 67, 68 inches from the edge of the belt cowling all the way to the end. So that's a full width of it. I think I'm going to have plenty of room, yeah, over here. So I have from track to track, or track to wall, 7 feet exactly. So we're going to go 68 inches, 67 inches. I got room on both sides to spare. So that should work. That should work no problem. I'm going to tilt that bucket in a little bit and then bring the tractor in here and plop the flail mower there and see how it fits. I'm still attached to the tractor, so I got to pull it out. I can do that. But I'm bringing it here, plop it down, see how it fits, and then see what piece will go next and where. That looks great. That worked out much better than I thought it was going to. Just standing here, you can see we got plenty of room between the tractor and the Mini X. We'll go on this side too. Plenty of room to walk around. Let's go over here. Plenty of room in the side, and look at the funny top. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of room here for me to my foot around here. A little bit of breathing room around back, and then more room over there. This is perfect. I'm going to leave this just as this is. I'm going to disconnect the 3-point and then bring the brush crusher in right up against it like this. That's perfect. Wow. That is a very nice sight. I thought it would be a bit more difficult than this, but now that was super easy. Alright, well, brush crusher, let's fit in there pretty good. Let's take a look at it. Wow. Perfect. We got plenty of room to walk around, maneuver in and out of everything. Like I said, the flail mower's retired for the season, which is fine, but honestly, not hard to get to. This is just an easy pick up and move. That's perfect. Perfect, perfect. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to back the tractor out, put the bucket on, and just back the tractor in with the bucket on and park it like I would if I'm storing it or using it, and see how much room I have in the front by the garage door and how much tolerance I have to walk around it. Just a dry run. And then after that, we'll put the postal digger in, put the ROPS kind of back on the excavator, and wrap this project up. That's awesome. All right, that parked swimmingly well. Let's take a look at the back here. Plenty of room over here. I'm sorry, let me back up. Plenty of room over here next to the tractor. Excellent room for the postal digger. In the front here, probably 1.5 feet of room between the edge of the bucket and when the door sits, when the door closes. In the back, I went as far back as I could. That's perfect. That's usually how close I always was to the brush crusher, how I was parked before. So that's fine. And let's go around to the driver's side and see. Yep, plenty of room to dismount and get on and off the tractor, no problem. Easy in and out. And easy space over here to walk around if I need to for whatever reason. Yeah, this is perfect. This is working out very well. Alright, the next step, we're going to pull the tractor out. I'm going to put the ROPS, temp it back on the Groundhog, just so I have it there. I know where everything is, where the bolts and nuts are. And finish that off, winterize that, take the battery out, and then bring the postal digger in, put it in front, and we should be just about done with some finishing organization in here. So, going along quite well. Excellent. And just like that, everything fits in the barn without a problem. What a seamless transition this was today. Absolutely seamless. I am more than happy. We got every piece of equipment we wanted to get in here in the barn without a problem today. Quick walk around. Obviously the 3025E. We got our brush crusher grapple, Del Marino funny top flail mower, BH20D Mini X, and our county line postal digger. And there is still room to spare to comfortably walk around, get the stuff we need to, move stuff around in case of an emergency, but it is winterized and ready to go for next season, which I could not be happier about. So that's going to wrap it up for today. If you guys have any questions, what we did today, equipment we have, what we do here on the property, please drop it in the comments below. More than happy to answer those questions. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.